Beware! Beware! Zuccotti parking everywhere!
Occupy Wall Street is famously criticized for lacking a clear message.
I am here. The whole street is blocked off. I have no way in. Holy sh**.
But when activist and journalist Timothy Poole arrived with his camera,
We're live now on Broadway.
as police evicted protesters from Zuccotti Park on November 15th, that was about to change.
Here we go.
Tim helped rejuvenate the occupation
We have a phone call coming from inside the park.
as he documented the eviction and the protests that followed.
There's about 50 arrests, I'm told so far.
And his method demonstrated the power of a new kind of media,
I'm just outside on Broadway, facing down with riot police.
one that helped reframe how mainstream news outlets view the Occupy movement and its message.
I want to thank everybody who's watching. This is history. This is really important.
And he did it all with a cell phone.
The barriers are being knocked over. I see a man in a mask knocking them.
Tim has a "you are there" style that sometimes borders on the melodramatic.
That man just got whacked in the leg and the femur by a police baton. The police are swinging batons.
And it's not always unbiased reporting.
The police are not allowing the public to pass through here without corporate identification. Where do we live?
But his passion and determination to document it all struck a chord with viewers.
It's 12,007 down to 5. This is really amazing. I really appreciate everybody who's tuning in right now. I know
we had a simultaneous viewer count of 12,000, but for the whole day, we had 250,000 unique viewers.
Oh, God.
From the Japanese earthquake and tsunami to the Arab Spring, cell phone imagery has been key to our view of news events this year. It's Tim's unique voice that makes his coverage stand out.
So now we have scooters joining the blockade.
For the most part, once we go live, I kind of zone everything. I zone out. You know, everything personal kind of disappears, and all that I have is the interaction between those who are chatting with me and what I'm looking at.
Tim interacts in real time with viewers through a live chat stream.
They're asking you to speak a little louder. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
He has a knack for getting right in the middle of the action.
You don't know anything about my life. You.
All right, it's getting hard to breathe here.
What I was told was that my narrative was done so well that people started putting it out on Twitter saying, "This is amazing, you have to watch.
Let's go shut down Wall Street!
This guy telling the story is really good," and it went viral.
I guess we're being rebroadcast all over. MichaelMoore.com, I suppose, was putting it out.
But it wasn't just Michael Moore's site. Tim's reporting on the marches following the eviction
It looks like the march is finally in full swing.
streamed live on several mainstream media websites, including Time.com. His global audience grew to more than 700,000.
What I saw at William was a huge...
When we first met, my ideas were to help create a narrative, to tell a story of what was happening.
These are raw video streams that you're watching. The data will not be edited.
It was a very difficult story to tell.
Well, I see Henry.
Yeah, I just went off channel 2.
Henry Ferry is the founder of the media startup, The Other 99%. He met Tim in the early days of the occupation, and they decided to join forces.
There was now more focused attention. This was a few days after the incident of pepper spray being used on girls on the sidewalk. We then decided that we wanted to tell the story in a different way.
This is the second-month anniversary for the Occupy Wall Street movement.
That different way was doing something that mainstream media couldn't or wouldn't do.
I'm doing good.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Be there all the time
During the eviction, you were arrested.
During the eviction, I was arrested.
and gain the trust of fellow activists.
Today I've had people from South Africa who've been watching you the whole day.
Really?
It's like 4 o'clock in the morning and they said to me this afternoon that they'd like it if I could come and say thank you.
Tim's internet fame started here
How many people you got following on Instagram?
when he reported a marathon 20 hours of the eviction.
This has been the wildest 17 hours of my life.
I think Tim represents maybe a new wave of journalism that shows that if you just point a lens at someone and start talking, that people will be attracted to that and they'll want to see what's happening. They'll want to be a part of it.
Well, your live streaming today got me out of bed and got me here.
But not all the protesters like what Tim is doing.
Keep them off your camera or you lose your camera.
The night of the eviction, a group of vandals didn't appreciate Tim's attention.
I am being rebroadcast on every live stream channel now.
Camera away. Put your camera away. Get the out of here.
When he didn't back down, 10,000 viewers witnessed one of Tim's defining moments that night.
When you've got anarchists draining the air on police vehicles and they say, don't film me because I'm breaking the law, I'm going to film them.
Well, I think that's really
No, it's not really because everyone deserves to know the truth. Information is free. End of story. Transparency is what brings me here, period.
Much of this may be political theater.
This is a movement for everyone, and everyone's a leader. Go ahead, be a leader.
This isn't a leaderless movement, it's a movement of leaders.
But, Tim says, it's about a principle that applies to the 99% as much as it does to the 1%.
The way I see it is, if you are making a decision that will affect someone else's life, prepare for public scrutiny.
Unfortunately, with the excitement of today's events, I believe I have reached my wit's end.
At which point I must recharge my batteries, both figuratively and literally.
So again, thank you, everyone.